We want to talk about a very important action alert right now, asking for everyone to help us with um, calling your legislator and emailing them. We do have an action alert in this description of this video. Sorry, we're doing this video again because earlier there was an issue with their audio. And so we have an update at the Capitol. Many organizations, including CARE, have been fighting for really protecting the most vulnerable population in our state, renters who are vulnerable, large family sizes, who usually benefit from federal subsidies for rent, including Section 8, and as well as now the passing of last year, Bring It Home state version. And so to protect those individuals from discrimination, we have been aiming to pass legislation to match other 20 states across the country, including North Dakota. And we are regretfully to report to you that at the last hour, we are learning that Democrat Senator Ron Latz is blocking this legislation and has threatened to stop the entire bills if this provision was added or if this law was added. So we need your support to email your legislator. We have made it easy for you. So if you go to the description of this video, you will see a link. You click on the link and you can send an email. For those who can show up to the Capitol, please do so tomorrow, and for others as well, to put pressure on the legislators, Republicans and Democrats, to be able to pass this legislation and to put this law back into the final bill. They could possibly do that, and we're asking for that to happen. And we need your support and to make sure that Minnesota families, most vulnerable families, have protection against housing discrimination. As many of you probably know, last year, Bring It Home, a coalition of organizations, including CARE, came together to really address one of our biggest challenges. We know about 500,000 Minnesotans struggle to pay rent every year, and we were able to be successful in passing Bring It Home, and now about 35,000 rent vouchers went in, even though we need 200,000. So at least a beginning effort, and this really helps, help with that, and in providing stable housing for families. And so we really need your support. We need you to share this video and share with others and take this action right now to protect families who are struggling, and to making sure that Minnesota is a state that protects those who are vulnerable from discrimination. We also know the details of abuses that happen by renters, even the current landlords, when they know someone has a Section 8 voucher or has a government subsidy program. They take benefit of those individuals, and we see them sometimes even charge additional. And so it's been very disappointing that last minute a Democrat senator is the one stopping this bill. And so I want to thank Senator Lindsey Port, who's been helping champion this, and Representative Howard. And here's a short video from Representative Howard talking about this, his disappointment.
But I think it's also should be the public's prerogative to understand why something so important like the basic rights for our low-income renters, why that is not moving forward. And so I think it's important for the public to know that the reason this bill isn't moving forward is because the Senate Judiciary Chair, Senator Latz, has informed us that he would vote against this entire transportation, housing, and labor bill if this provision is in our bill. And that is beyond disappointing that one member of this legislature would seek to take down all of the fine work of all of the members, all of the Minnesotans that have done work in housing, in labor, and transportation in this bill. But we can't, in good conscience, put all of that good work at risk. That's not something that we are willing to do,
And it's extremely disappointing, as all of you have just seen, that this is the case, that Senator Ron Latz would do this. And but we're still hopeful, optimistic. We need your support. Please share the video. Go to the link. It should be in the description. You can send an email. For those who can call your legislator, please call them. Let them know that this needs to pass. These protections need to happen. As many of you probably know, that in the East African community, and particularly Somali community, 94% of them are renters. 94% are renters. Majority of our community are struggling, large family sizes who depend on Section 8 vouchers to help them with housing. We know the abuse that is happening. We need this protection. It is sad that states like North Dakota have that protection, but we don't have it as a state of Minnesota. And it's even sadder to know today that a Democrat senator is the one behind stopping this law to go into effect. This impacts the most vulnerable population. We know what's been happening with unhoused. We know what's been happening with our elders who are homelessness. We have over 8,000 people in Minnesota who are looking for a place every night. This is a major issue and a major disappointment in the end of this session to not protect those vulnerable families from discrimination, from housing discrimination. We need your support. We need everybody to step up as best as you possibly can. Go to the link below, share the video, and inshallah, hopefully we can get this reversed. And at the end of this session, we can get this bill passed. Please do